Good morning. We are live coming at you with another episode of Best Schools in Dallas, and today we're at Personalized Learning Preparatory at Sam Houston. And we're here with Principal Rainey Venable. She's going to tell us a little bit about what makes us one of the best schools in Dallas.
We are super excited to have you here today to see some of the things our kiddos are doing and also just to visit our school. Personalized Learning Preparatory is a choice school in DISD. Applications for 1920 have opened. We did open this year. And we actually are in the oldest continually operating elementary school in the city of Dallas. Even though we are a new instructional model with a choice school this year, we are in a very unique and historic building, as you'll see as we walk through and meet some of our students.
Awesome. Now, where are we going to for this first classroom?
We are going to start with a first grade classroom. We have a couple of students here ready to present for us and to share a reader's theater that they prepared for you. So they're going to stand up and get it started.
My name is Katie, and I am Gerald. My name is Ella, and I am Peggy. Ribbit. When did you become a frog? About 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago, she was a pig. Now she is a frog. Ribbit. What if I become a frog? Hopping all day, eating flies. Ribbit. I do not want to be a frog. It is okay, Dale. It is pretend. It is the end. No, Dale. Pretend I am pretending. What is pretending? Pretending is when you act like something you are not. Wow, and you can just do that? You can just go out and pretend to be something you are not? Should everyone pretend? Even grown-up people? All the time. You really do learn something new every day. Do you want to try it, Gerald? Do you want to pretend to be a frog, Ribbit? I cannot. Yes, you can, Ribbit. No, I can't. Yes, you can. 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 No, I can't. Zero. Why can't you pretend to be a frog? Because I'm a cow. Moo. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Moo.
Excellent work, ladies. Now we're here with Laura, one of our parents here. Great to meet you, and your daughter Camilla. And Laura, can you tell us, why did you choose Personalized Learning Prep?
Well, we ultimately chose PL Prep because of the learning model. It's personalized to every student, and I believe that every child learns differently. And we toured many magnets and choice schools, and we ultimately chose PL Prep just for the learning model, and we've loved it so far. We love the teachers and the administrators here. They're just so enthusiastic about the learning model and the innovative things that they're doing here, and so we just love it so much. Yeah.
Camilla, what do you love about it here?
I like to do the Kindles. I like to do the Kindles, but when it's raining, we do the Kindles. And for recess, when it's raining, we get on ABC Mouse or the drawing pad, or we can just, I think, stay on Ice Station if we want.
Great, and now I also heard you're involved in Guitar Club, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Would you mind showing us a little bit about what that's about?
Uh-huh, but can I tell you the song first?
Sure.
We're gonna sing for our showcase. We're gonna sing Loco Loco from Coco.
So fun. Awesome. Camilla, what do you like about Guitar Club?
I like to sing in Guitar Club.
You want to take them in Guitar Club? Take them over there and join your club.
Ready? We were just practicing our song, Un poco lejos. Okay, ready? 5, 5E, 5, 6, 7. What color is the sky? I know. You tell me that it's red. I know. Where should I put my shoes? I know. You say put them on your head. I'm amor. You make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm yesing. I'll count it as a blessing that I'm only un poco loco.
Good job.
So, what is the hardest thing about playing the guitar?
Switching the fingers all around.
And what do you love most about music?
To sing with the guitar. It's my favorite instrument.
Yeah.
So Miss Lee, share how long our kiddos have been playing the guitar.
We have been playing for about 2 months, a month and a half.
So they are doing an amazing job for the club that started this year. So good job, y'all. Super proud of y'all.
Thank you.
You were telling me earlier that that's part of your Empower
That's part
Hour?
of our Empower Hour. We have about 12 different clubs that happen after school every week. Everything from guitar to cheerleading to acting to improv to photography. And so those are all things that are offered to all of our students. So we have about 80% of our kids that participate in that every week.
Fantastic.
So now we're going to head upstairs to look at some of the older students and to visit some things that are going on upstairs. We are actually going to visit a couple of our third grade classrooms. As we talked about a little bit earlier, as you see, we have about 5 different things going on in this classroom at once. You have students working on things that are individualized to them that are appropriate for their level at this time. And so while the teacher is able to work in a small group and work with some other students. So we're going to go across the hall and visit with one of our teachers. This is another one of our third grade classes. As you see, a lot of it is the same, students working in multiple groups. But we're going to take a second, we're going to talk to Mr. Villa for a second. How are you today?
Hi.
So tell us a little bit about your background, your experience here in Dallas.
This is my 6th year teaching at Dallas ISD. I was teaching at an ACE campus for the past 3 years, which is accelerated campus. They were IR campus and we improved it. And now I'm teaching at personalized learning, which is awesome. It's different. Every student has access to technology, not like in the school I was at before. I get to personalized learning. So right now, as other students are working on summarizing data, these students, I'm working with them on their lowest TEAC, which is solving 1 and 2 step problems involving addition and subtraction. So I'm able to personalize learning, get small groups, work easier with kids. Yes.
Thank you for your time, Alex.
No problem.
We'll get you back here, kiddos, and we're going to head on over to visit some more students.
Thanks.
Next, we're actually going to visit our makerspace area, and this is an area that's still in process. We're just starting, but we're really fortunate this year that we've been able to add a 3D printer to our campus. So we've got some things going on here that I think might be interesting for you to see. Hey! I'm going to introduce Mr. Guzman. He's our art teacher, but he's also kind of our resident 3D and graphic expert. And then Abby, who's one of our 5th grade students. So I'm going to turn it over for them to share some things to you.
So recently we got the opportunity to get a 3D printer, and so we've been going through some 3D design and 3D printing with our students. And so I've got one of my students here, Abby Castro, who's actually finished her first project and has printed it out, and we're in the midst of doing a prototype of the second. So Abby, go ahead.
So my first project that I've actually done and already 3D printed is actually my maze that is already 3D printed, as you can see. So really quickly, before we actually made this one, we actually made a test run to see if it would work, so we made a miniature one. And right now what we're working on is actually something like this. This was the test run for this right here. This is an intersecting form that is already printing out over there.
You're sitting at about 95% finished. If you want to look over there, you can take a look at it.
What's your favorite part of your job?
It's kind of two things, right? One of them is getting to introduce them to something new, especially stuff that I know is kind of part of the future of the careers that are going on right now, right? The other part is getting to kind of play with some of the fun toys that we get here and be able to show them what you can do with it, right? Because it really doesn't mean anything to show them technology if you don't show them the relevance of it. And so inside of this as well, I've also got connections I'm working on. I got a friend that does fashion design and 3D printing in New York that we're trying to get an interview for them so that they can learn how 3D printing is actually getting into the industry like fashion and jewelry and also into like prosthetics and things like that. So there's a lot of it that we get into that we're trying to show. Oh, we just finished the print. Look at that.
Perfect timing.
I was just telling Abby, I was like, it'd be funny if it finishes right as I get here.
Good.
Can you take it out?
Oh yeah, yeah. I can pull it on out. You want to grab it? There you go. You remember how to pop it loose?
Yep.
Right here. There you go. Yeah, just give it a little pop underneath. There we go. There we go.
So this is the final product.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
So fun
Thank
to
you
see.
so much.
No worries. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
We have a few other items over here too you can look at quickly that we printed out from the 3D printer. So the kids are really having fun creating and designing things that they can then print out into 3D objects. So thank y'all so much.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. See y'all later.
So now we're going to head over to our library space where we have our coding club waiting for us. So who would like to tell them a little bit about what you're doing and what you do in coding club?
What we do is we work on
You want to show her on your computer?
projects, which is like this. And what you do is you just code like see this button right here, and then when I click it, it will start the game, and then when I click it again, you see this, and it will reset, and it's kind of lots of fun.
So Ms. Soto, you're actually our account server, but you're also our coding sponsor. Can you
Yes, I
tell us a
wear
little
two
bit about
hats.
Coding Club?
Yeah, like we've really enjoyed the kids learning how to kind of take what they learn in coding and adopt it to real life, and they know that they can create apps and make video games out of it. So they've really just taken a hold of this whole coding thing with not a lot of direction, and they've figured it out themselves, and it's really amazing to see them just flourish with it. And so I know we have one student that was very eager to tell you a little bit more about that, because he's actually in two coding clubs.
In Coding Club, we can design and program our game. Like right here, I can make the robot go to a certain point and go back to it again, and loop around to the same point over and over again. And we can design how it looks. I can set the background to snow field or something. I can set it to a grassy field. We can change the look of our game, and we can program it entirely. And that can also, Encode can also help us with robotics. And in robotics, it's basically the same type of coding. There's blocks, and you move the blocks to create your code. And we also have builders who build obstacles for the robot. Keith, would you like to show what the robot can do?
Yeah. This is our robot. It took about 2 weeks to make, and this is what it can do.
And this is our programmer. As you can see, it has the same concept of code. You just move the block and put it to change the code, and it works.
We use the app Lego Mindstorm to program the robot. There's a program that we made. Program means to process, indicate, or like give instructions what to say, what to do, or where to go.
And then we plug this up into the
the robot. We plug the cord to the robot so we can
So then it's connected to the computer, and
we can download it.
once this is shining red, we can download it, and you hear that noise, and then you disconnect it and go to the projects, and there it is.
Okay, thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. Thank you, robotics. And what about? Hey. Wave. Thank y'all.
Bye.
So now we're going to head over here, and this is actually our Lego club that is going on in Miss Ball's class. Miss Ball, could you share a little bit about what's going on here in this room?
Yeah, we're in here.
We're making jails to the evils and prisoners.
Yeah.
All of those.
And what about these guys?
This is our neighborhood, and this is a park.
Yep. And then over here, guys, you want to share what you're working on, Preston? What are you working on?
I'm working on the city hall for the town.
And what about you, Mauricio?
I'm doing the firehouse.
Yep. And girls, we've got a lot going on here. What's that part?
We're making a cactus and desert.
A desert. Yes.
This is like a waterfall. It's sand dunes.
So we're just really proud of our kids. It's really cool because of course they're having a blast, but really they're doing a lot of critical thinking to make a structure that's going to stand, and they've got to do planning. So it's really fun to watch their thinking be visible through Legos.
And as I mentioned earlier, this is just one of our mini clubs that's included in our Empower Hour. So we do have an Empower Hour showcase going on next Thursday, the 15th, from 5:30 to 7. That's open for our current and our future families to come and you'll see the completed town that they're creating here, along with a lot of the other things that we saw today. But I think we have one more club out in the hallway waiting for us.
Personalized. Preparatory of the best.
All right, that wraps it up. We have another awesome school in Dallas, and hope you